it's an age-old story. Women of power like us, we're not allowed to have emotions.
You can say that again.
First you worry that you're going soft. Then you get that woozy feeling in the pit of your stomach.
Hey, yeah, exactly.
Then the family sawbones tells you it's not a peptic ulcer, so that leaves just one possibility. Love.
Love? Ugh, my life is over.
Oh, that's where you're wrong, kiddo. This is just the beginning. From now on, you're gonna be faced with feelings like this every day. Feelings that are gonna make you want to stand on the rooftop and yell to the heavens. Feelings that are gonna want to make you crawl into a hole and pull off your skin. But even if he does leave you in Paris with no money and a broken axle on the VW, in the end, it's all worth it. Because it's better to feel something than nothing at all. And I'll tell you something else. The rest of the kids out there, they don't know it yet, but they're gonna have those feelings too someday. And that someday is coming a lot sooner than they
Hey folks, hello. We are going to do an impromptu date night. I have a couple of videos going on, but since we are closing in on the end of the retrograde, I wanted to see what we have in store. Got a couple of things going on already where I feel that a lot of signs are being impacted. I feel vindicated, so Leo will be a little bit messy in this reading, but it's all about you all, for real. It's all about you all. Capricorn. So what you all are currently dealing with is trying to find a return to normal in either your relationships or dating, even in yourself, deciding what you want to do and how you want to do it. Maybe trying to reclaim your love life or trying to reclaim yourself. It's not necessarily a horrible or bad thing. For some of you Capricorns, especially the Capricorn men, just saying, I do think a lot of you are trying to make your wrongs right, and hopefully you all are doing that by actually taking everything into account, like what you might have done, and not just that you're in hot water. So that's Capricorn. Aquarius, this is the time for you all to really look into the illusions, the things that you think you may want, or the illusions that other people are trying to tell you that you want. Some of you might be at a time where you're very unsure of dating, or for a fact you're just never going to do it again. Some of you, you're really waiting on a proposal, or you're just waiting on some new tradition, a usual tradition in dating or in marriage. And you might have to hang it up, or you might have to have a conversation about a non-traditional relationship, Aquarius. For our Pisces, there's a lot of talk about marriage. The Pisces woman, I feel, is more so hesitant, even though usually they would be on board with this. And some of them, this is what they wanted until it's in your face. And I was like, I'm not sure. I don't really know. You're kind of trying to figure out if there's a way you could back out of this after, you wanted it so badly. So that can be very confusing, Pisces. I really don't have unfortunately, anything to tell you except for that's just how you're feeling, and you should trust yourself. And for the Pisces men, I don't think it's so much about marriage as opposed to you just need your alone time. I don't blame y'all. It's crazy out here. Aries, you all get the card of the Three of Swords reversed, and a time to really look for silence. Some of you Aries, even though you guys are, in your family mode, some of you are trying to give people a whole nother try. Maybe you're trying to give people a chance, basically. But there's either cheating, there's side chickery afoot, there's side bootery afoot, and there's just a whole lot of not being truthful with yourself, Aries. So this is about confronting the truth, even if it hurts, and that's how you'll be able to fix whatever issues you're going through. The truth comes first. Taurus, you all getting the Ace of Wands is more so about you all having to start something new. And whether, even if you're in a current relationship that's not new, you all have to start doing things in a newer way. That could be communicating. That could be trying to figure out what's going on between you two, what level you need to take or what level you want to step back from. And the other thing is, especially with you Tauruses who've been in a long-term situationship, the other person might call it a relationship, but you certainly wouldn't. it's time for you to be honest with that person and tell them that you're not seeing it going any further. You got to let that off your chest. Geminis, you get the 3 of Wands. This is about traveling. This is about moving forward. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Broke a nail mid-reading. My God. But this is telling you all that this is the time for you all to look forward, to go forward. You might not be able to go forward with that person who, gives you all of the lovey-dovey stuff on the surface, but then nothing else. Damn the forehead kisses and the, home-cooked dinners if, this girl or this guy can't be consistent. Like, you all are putting too much value into the small things that aren't going to matter in the long run. Cancer, you all getting the 9 of Coins, as well as trying to figure out your life as a canvas. So this is saying that you all are trying to figure out how to either get back at somebody in a relationship, or how to get back your relationship on track with first, and just being honest by first punishing the person or proving your point. And this is asking for you to really look into the family aspect of this. Is it worth it trying to make someone jealous when you could just explain what you need and figure it out from there? You all have a good thing going. Don't ruin it. Trying to be right. Leo, we get the 5 of Wands. This is really about us kind of having, we already kind of know what's about to happen, if not in our relationships and other people's. And it's more of a time of us observing. There are some Leos, mostly Leo men, who are in big trouble right now, big hot water for cheating, yes, and for, not defending their partner against other people. But for us female Leos, a lot of us are kind of kicking back and just observing. I know I especially am. A lot of people were wanting advice, but really they just wanted to vent. And now we're just watching them. There's not much for us except for we're kind of like the scavengers. I'm sorry, Virgo, I'm peeking into y'all's, but we're kind of the scavengers right now. We'll be the cleanup women, basically. Unfortunately, I don't know. Virgo, I'm sorry guys, you all are getting the Emperor, and this is for both male and female Virgo. It's telling you that you might need to lead yourselves out of a situation. You might need to lead yourselves into yourself, meaning you might need to, do some self-love, some inner work, some shadow work. You cannot lead other people out of the darkness. You cannot lead people into monogamy, polygamy, whatever. You can't lead them. You can only lead yourself to what it is that you want. Libra, you all, the 4 of Wands, and this is really about your perspective. So Libras, for you married Libras, some of you might be wanting to covet someone, or maybe you're thinking that someone else is the perfect person for you, but in reality that's not the truth. I really don't want you Libras to lose out on a good thing with who you currently have by lusting after someone else. And for you other Libras, I really want you all, so many women do this, this is mostly a woman thing, will be involved with someone telling us that, who they're in love with or who they fell out of love with is so horrible. You don't know, Libra. You're not there. You do not know that. Scorpio, you all getting the Magician, and this is letting you know that it's time for newness. Okay, maybe you're not necessarily ready to date. Maybe you're not as ready to marry as both you and I thought you were. But Scorpio, you are definitely ready for something, possibly someone new. It's something to at least consider. It's something to at least talk to other people about. You don't have to do anything. You can even stay in whatever situation you are in, but you owe it to yourself to figure out what is it that you could be doing differently. Who is it that you could be doing differently? Okay. Sag, last but never least, you all have 2 cards that are very interesting. You got the Hangman, as well as the 7 sisters, the Pleiades, the 7 stars in the sky. And this is about being stuck where you are. If you know the mythology of the Pleiades, they're up there for a very serious reason. I'll tell you all that about that later. But anyway, this is saying that you're stuck where you are and that you don't have to be. If you want to leave from it, you can. I feel like most of you all will be leaving situationships sometime in early spring. It's not going to happen right now. Sag, you don't have to be anywhere you feel like you know, you're trapped. That's really up to you. So guys, the retrograde is ending. Hopefully you all will be able to maneuver a little better in the relationships. There's some more aspects, but I'll cover it in the first of the month. Ciao, ciao.
Is Jamal coming?
No,
Of course not.